and join us as we look back on the journey of the Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation for the year 2022. While detrimental impacts were experienced in the year 2021 during the two-year global pandemic, the PDIC persisted and made significant strides to deliver services to the depositing public with unwavering commitment and resilience. In the year 2022, the corporation built on its successes to reach even greater heights in promoting depositor protection and promoting financial stability. Indeed, the service innovations and operational enhancements that PDIC set at the height of the pandemic yielded meaningful results in 2022. Hence, the annual report theme, Rising Strong for Greater Heights. By the end of 2022, the PDIC's Deposit Insurance Fund reached 273.6 billion pesos, or 8.4% of the estimated insured deposits in the Philippine banking system. This ratio exceeded a target of 5.5%, signifying that the DIF remained strong and adequate to meet potential risks. The PDIC promptly settled deposit insurance claims of depositors in 9 banks ordered closed during the year. Total payments made by the PDIC amounted to 614.2 million pesos, involving 15,871 deposit accounts, which were paid through various payment channels. As a co-regulator of banks and a financial safety net player, the PDIC works closely with the country's financial regulators to ensure the stability of the banking system. To help monitor bank strength and stability, the PDIC developed during the year the framework for risk assessment of domestic systemically important banks. It also worked closely with the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas in conducting joint bank examinations. To protect the banking system from illegal schemes that undermine the deposit insurance system, the PDIC filed legal cases against bank directors, officers, and employees who commit fraud, irregularities, and anomalies in their respective banks. By end of 2022, the PDIC, under the authority of the Office of the Prosecutor General, actively prosecuted before the courts various criminal cases filed against former directors, officers, and employees of closed banks for fraud, irregularities, and anomalies involving more than 27 billion pesos. As the statutory receiver of closed banks, the PDIC takes over the assets, records, and affairs of closed banks and proceeds with the liquidation process to settle the claims of creditors. This is aimed at helping maintain depositor confidence in the stability of the banking system. In 2022, the PDIC took over and proceeded with the liquidation of 9 banks ordered closed by the BSP. The corporation liquidates banks by way of collecting loans from borrowers and disposing of the closed banks' remaining assets. To this end, the PDIC collected loan payments amounting to 458.3 million pesos for the benefit of closed banks' creditors. Through a proactive marketing strategy and asset disposal initiatives, the PDIC generated 1.5 billion pesos from the sale of 216 real properties. To be able to set the path to settlement of creditors' claims, the PDIC filed a total of 42 asset distribution plans for the approval by the various liquidation courts. The approval of these ADPs allowed the PDIC to distribute to closed bank creditors an aggregate amount of 1.4 billion pesos. In 2022, the PDIC board approved the Integrated Crisis Management Plan to ensure the readiness of corporate processes and systems in case a domestic systemically important bank fails. To assess the adequacy of the plan, 2 simulation exercises were conducted in 2022 to check the organizational preparedness and identify possible gaps in the crisis management plans. Various learning and development programs to further empower employees were rolled out, allowing the improvement of overall employee competence by 8.36% compared with the level registered in the prior year across the corporation. The PDIC maintained ISO certification for 5 of its core corporate processes, namely claim settlement operations, assessment of member banks, loans management, real property disposal, and bank examination. The certification under ISO 9001:2015 standards validated that service excellence was consistently observed in the implementation of corporate systems and processes across PDIC. Guided by its 5-year Information System Strategic Plan, the PDIC continued to make significant strides to optimize productivity and resource protection through the execution of information technology initiatives during the year. The results of the 2022 PDIC Customer Satisfaction Survey showed that the corporation, through its frontline services, ably provided enhanced client experience to its customers. These services included payment of deposit insurance, loan-related transactions, and various services for member banks. Satisfactory ratings were received from member banks, depositors, and borrowers of closed banks who participated in the survey, spotlighting the overall customer experience for the year. In support of the country's thrust to promote inclusive growth, the PDIC sustained the implementation of its flagship savings advocacy program. The Be a Wise Saver campaign, through financial literacy sessions conducted for partner government agencies and the academic community. The PDIC also sustained collaborative works and engagements with peers from the International Association of Deposit Insurers to promote knowledge sharing for deposit insurance effectiveness and financial stability. Aside from the operational accomplishments for its diverse set of stakeholders, one of the major developments in the PDIC's operations during the year was the amendments to its charter through the passing into law of Republic Act No. 11840, enacted on June 17, 2022. The latest charter amendments expanded the mandate of PDIC as depositor insurer and reinforced its role in maintaining financial stability. As the PDIC gears up for its 60th anniversary in 2023, the enhanced authorities granted by the charter amendments gainfully equipped the PDIC to be a responsive deposit insurance agency in the face of the dynamic and evolving financial landscape. Making 2022 even more meaningful was the recognition of being among the best governed, government-owned or controlled corporations in the country. This award was conferred by the Governance Commission for GOCCs that has direct oversight over GOCCs in the entire civil service. Another stellar accomplishment during the year was winning 2 Philippine Quill Awards from the International Association of Business Communicators through the PDIC 2019 Annual Report and the Maniguro Magbangko Nationwide Multimedia Public Awareness Campaign. And as time marches on, PDIC remains true to its core to protect the depositing public while promoting confidence and stability in the banking system. Gearing towards a brighter future, the PDIC remains committed to continue rising strong for greater heights to make a positive difference in the lives of every Filipino. Staying true to its brand promise. Bank deposit mo, protektado.